Yo, it's your boy Walt, and I always hear from women that like, oh, men complain all the time about women, this, that, and the other, but y'all don't even know from my point of view how things are, and da da da. Okay, fine, because this is the thing that I hear all the time, right? I hear lesbian women complain about women all the time. And also, the stats show that domestic violence happens a lot more often in a female household, right, with only females, than it happens in a regular household with a heterosexual couple or even a gay household. So the simple fact of the matter is women are here, right, when it comes to the number of assaults that are filed. Men and women are here, right, and then men and men are here. So that essentially tells you that as much as women love to act like men are the ones that are super violent and the ones that love to assault women, it actually shows that women most of the times are the ones that initiate violence in relationships. A thing that a lot of people love to not acknowledge is the fact that, let's take the Rihanna and Chris Brown example. Yes, the way that Chris Brown reacted was drastic. Never needed to go that far. But most people either don't know or don't want to know, or if they do know, still don't care about the fact that Rihanna is the one that assaulted him first that day while he was driving.
What the fuck?
Right? He was in a car driving, trying to be safe, and she's assaulting him because she believes that he cheated, which he hadn't, right? But she's assaulting this man so much to the point where he had to retaliate. Now, when it came to the court, it didn't matter what she did. It didn't matter that she assaulted him first at all. If it was a man versus a man going at each other in that way, and I'm driving and a man is assaulting me and I have to assault him back to protect myself, things do not turn out like that case turned out. But because it's a woman assaulting a man, what happens? Well, she essentially gets to walk away with her wounds because people are like, well, she paid enough. She paid enough because look at her wounds. While for him, it's like, well, he has to pay more. Is that fair, even though he was initially the victim? No, it's not. But I say all that to essentially digress to say, like, women don't understand how much they actually participate in the act of being unwanted. They tend to think that men just don't want them because men are like these, weird dudes that only want sex and never want connection. But it's like, no, a lot of the time, the majority of the reason why women can't find connection is their own fault, because almost any man wants to be with the majority of women out there. So if you can't find a man to be there for you, then it's your fault. That means there's something about you, your personality, your aura, your person, your heart, that is just terrible. But now let's get to this video and see what this woman says about her dating other women. Listen.
Double time on my business.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why.
Let's go back and hear that one more time.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find that I date a lot of these femmes, and it seems like they looking for a parent instead of a partner, bro.
How often do you hear women say that about men?
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Right? Most of the time, women are like, oh, these guys want a mom. These niggas want a mom. But hear this woman speaking on women. And I've said this often, and I will continue to say this. The majority of the time, the things that women say about men are actually more true about them than it is about the men. I promise you. Because women are here like, oh, because a guy wants a woman that will cook, keep the house clean, and take care of the kids, he wants a mom, right? Instead of just a partner that's going to take care of his home, right? Whereas these women want a man that's going to provide everything, protect everything, this, that, and the other. And they don't think that like, well, that means you want a father, right? That's what your father did for you the majority of your life. But they don't look at it like that. They look at, no, he wants a mom, but I just want a man to be what a man is. No. Essentially, you want a father too. You want a man to be your father. You don't never hear no nigga say, nah, yeah, shit, I don't want a woman to act like my mom. No, like mothers act the best way. They're motherly. They take care of you, right? They provide like the nourishment that you need to grow in a household. If a woman tells me, you just want a mom, I was like, Yeah, I don't want my mom, but I do want a woman to be a mom in my household eventually.
No shit, Sherlock.
Like, and I love spoiling my women. I love paying for stuff. I love taking them on dates and getting them flowers and make sure they're good in every way, make sure they're safe, opening the door for them, all that. I love that stuff.
Nah.
But it seems like I can't get any spoiling in return. Nobody wants to play their role. I'm getting girls flowers, taking them on these crazy dates, and, you know, them real good, you know, at the end of the night, make sure they get home safe.
You're not real good. You're not. Because you're a chick.
Stupid.
Almost everything that a woman does with a woman is just like a discount version of what a woman does with a guy. Right? Or like a bootleg version of it. Like, you need male paraphernalia just for y'all to even have fun. Like, you go and get dildos and all these different things for you to shove into a woman. Right? Like, all of these different methods to, you know, vibrate around her, which is something that should naturally happen when, like, a man and a woman actually come together for friction, right? Women buy all of these toys to essentially simulate what would happen when a man and a woman come together.
That's true. That's fucking true.
Getting nothing in return. Like, I don't know if girls are fake gay, but they don't even want to, like, they don't even want to F back. Like, they don't even want to.
They're not fake gay.
Like,
they just don't do that.
What? I be trying to ask girls, like, are you gay for real? Like, are you gay? Because you act like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm gonna just answer that. They're not fake gay. There's just the majority of women only use sex to entrap men, and in the moment that they entrap the men, the sex goes away. Like that. Like the stats actually showcase that.
No shit, Sherlock.
The majority of women stop putting out after a few months, or most of the time it's like way sooner than that. But after a few months of being with a man, after a woman has entrapped the man with her, you know, juices or whatever it is you want to call it. Right? I don't want to be too vain about it, but once a woman has actually entrapped a man and gotten a man to commit, right, at least to a certain level, a certain degree, a woman then controls that, you know, the power of sex a lot more. Now you almost have to like beg her, or you almost have to like, you know, create this nice evening and all this amazing shit just for her to give you what she usually used to give you in the past. Because she knew that she had to give it to you to get you in the first place. You know what I mean?
It even comes down to the conversation. I be carrying the conversation, asking them questions, figuring out what they like and what they don't like. And they don't ask nothing back. Like, and I asked this one girl, like, why don't you ask nothing about me? And she said, I'm just trying to see for myself. What?
And women are always the ones to say men are bad at conversations. Isn't that true? Isn't it always the women the first ones to say that men are bad at conversations, yet a woman could, to save her life, a woman wouldn't know how to start a conversation.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
If you have a gun at her head, like, yo, bitch, say some interesting shit right now or you're dead. She's dead. Immediately. Like, a woman would not know how to start an interesting conversation that both parties care about to save her life. Yet it's always, them niggas is hella boring. It's like, no, the dude just said, hey, and you expected him to say some crazy thing as like an initial line, and no, all he said was hey, and you're like, he boring as fuck, I'm not even gonna respond. While another nigga's like, hey, what's up, shawty, what that booty do? And then you're like, why would you say that to me? And the whole conversation starts. That's the reason why dickheads, like, I did an experiment myself, dude. And I'll do another video like this. I did an experiment where I went on Tinder. I matched with a bunch of random women. I was just swiping all right? And the women I matched with, I gave them two completely different initial lines. Some of the women I was like, hey, how you doing today? And some of the women I just said completely rude shit to. Like, I remember one girl, I said something like, damn, titties big, is they real, or is them shits just like Dr. Miami? Like, I said some shit like that, right? And you don't understand, all the rude comments I sent got a response back. And even if the response was like, that's rude, why would you say that? The simple fact of the matter is that those responses give you opportunity to change the narrative. So even if she comes at you mad and she's like, why would you say some rude shit like that? You can always hit her with, oh, damn, my bad, shawty, I didn't mean it like that. I was just honestly being honest. You know, you ever heard that? You ever heard honesty being spoken, right? Like, you can say some shit like that and you will completely change the narrative of the conversation. I noticed that women don't like good guys, or they don't care about a man that's able to have a good conversation. They just want a nigga that's going to play them.
Gretchen, I am already happily, moderately relative. I am married.
Women want to be played. Like it's almost like intrinsically in them. They want a man that is going to trick them. They always fall for those guys. I don't know why, but if you're a dude that understands how a woman works and you can trick her into giving you what you want, you got it. You got her. Any woman, you got them.
Like, if I'm paying for everything, I'm doing all the transportation, I'm initiating everything, the least you could do is a little, or something, or bring me some flowers, walk to the gas station, give me a bag of chips. I'm not asking for a lot, but it seems like I am, because I can't get anything out these girls. You know, and not everything is about this, but if you're not finna do this and make sure that I'm satisfied, then you have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pull up. You're gonna have to give me something, some blunts, some alcohol or something. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, you rolling up every once in a while ain't even enough no more. It's not enough. Like, I need the full experience the same way that I'm giving you. And I just feel like with a man, like, he's automatically expected to do things, put stuff in motion, pay for stuff, all of that stuff. And I know if I had a boyfriend, I would reciprocate his energy and treat him really well, because I already have that in me as a masculinely presented person.
And if you had a boyfriend, he would actually make you feel like a woman. Instead of like
our fallen homies, yo.
Women don't necessarily approach men because of their looks. Women approach men because of their resources. So if you're a stud and you have a lot of resources, you'll have women that fuck with you. But you'll find yourself exactly in this situation where it's like, some of these girls are fake way gay. They want you for your resources. You're finally understanding what it is to be a man. They don't care about your coochie. They don't care about your heart. They don't care about, you know what I mean? All this shit that women claim they care about when they're like, oh, well, we just want men to be able to understand us emotionally and da-da-da-da. When women get with women, it never works out.
That's true.
Like, realistically, the domestic violence case rises through the roof when women get with women. So clearly, women do not want other people that understand them emotionally. No, women want people that can deal with their emotions. That's the reason why men and women work well. Because men are brought up to be a rock. They're brought up to be like, okay, your feelings don't really matter as much as her feelings. You should always let her feelings matter more than yours. And because of that dynamic, we've been able to work. Because the thing a lot of women tend to not understand is women are actually very selfish by nature. Most women don't understand that most of the time, they're always the ones sharing. All right? They're always the ones asking for shit. They're always the ones complaining. They're always the ones using minuscule reasons to break apart a union. At the end of the day, like, a lot of women think in a very selfish way. I'm not saying every woman, there are a lot of great women out there, but there are a lot of women that think very selfishly about how they walk through the world. Essentially, they're to be given things, and what they're supposed to give is very minuscule in return. You understand? So most of the time you hear women complain about men don't listen to me. That's not the case.
Stop the cap.
You are always heard, but the one moment when he says something that you don't want to hear, you will flip out.
Women.
And honestly, I'm not even masculine. Like, I'm kind of STEM. I like to switch it up. Like, I like to be masc most of the time. I will put on some lashes and a cute outfit and everything like that. That part of me,
and she not ugly,
ain't feeling the not getting nothing in return. It just got me, like, overwhelmed, and as a giver, I need me a giver, and maybe I just haven't found her yet, but it's making me think, like, maybe I'm on the wrong side, because at least I know with a man, I'm supposed to get some type of spoiling, because right now, I'm not getting nothing, and it's making me want to switch. So, anybody that's out there, let me know if I'm tripping. Studs, am I out there? Y'all feeling like, let me know if I'm tripping, bro.
You're not tripping, bro. You're not tripping. I completely respect you on this. I'm like, you know, the life of a stud is a tough one. It's the same as the life of a man, but the biggest difference is that, well, studs put that upon themselves, right? Like, even this woman, like, she's not unattractive, all right? She's not, like, ugly. If she was to go out there and search for male attention, she would get it. She would get it fairly quickly for the majority of places that she went to, right? Now, if she chose to be snobby about it, then yeah, she could find herself in the same bubble that a lot of women find themselves in, where it's like, there are no good men. It's like, no, they're all passing you by because you won't give them a chance, you know? And the guys you do choose to give a chance to, you're only giving them a chance for their resources, right? And the biggest difference between studs and those guys is that those guys know why they're doing it. Those guys just want to fuck. You understand? Those dudes that are like getting these women because they have resources, they just want to fuck. But a stud that's only getting women because you have resources, what are you getting out of it? At least those dudes are getting pussy. What are you getting out of it? That's the thing that she's starting to realize. She's like, bro, I don't even get pussy like that. Right? And then if you do, the majority of the time, like, you're going to be there doing work to please her. Fucking pushing in and out this fucking male, paraphernalia dick into, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what's the point? They're doing an exercise when it's like, you don't get anything. You honestly don't get anything. When it comes to dealing with women, it doesn't matter if you're a woman dealing with women or if you're a man dealing with women, you're always noticing that you don't get much. And you just have to be okay with that, right? And if you find a woman that will give you the minimal that you're asking for, which is just stay home, take care of my kids, cook a bit, have this shit clean when I'm back, and she doesn't complain, then you're lucky. Those 4 things, if you can find a woman to do those 4 things and she doesn't complain, you're lucky. You're a very lucky man. So it's your boy Walt, man. Like, sub, check out the other videos. You already know what it is, and we'll catch you next time.
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video, but even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.